Yes! Coming to you today for Lantern Corp, some newborn Viking. We have Skeletor, yes! What will be my Lantern Corp, He-Man? You got yours, now it is my turn! I will not do that the entire video, but come on, I had to do a Skeletor. Yes! Any praise? Oh my god, yeah, praise! If you've never seen that, go watch. You just type He-Man. Hey, and you'll find it. But Skeletor, yeah, I did He-Man God knows how long ago. Figures should talk about Mr. Bonehead. Skeletor can actually qualify for quite a few. I only have 3. I usually only stick with 3, but let's just get into it. Let's just talk about this. Going from down here in the corner to all the way up top, obviously he can't be a Gold Lantern. The Lantern Corps of Happiness is so freaking, it's one of the hardest Lantern Corps to qualify for. How many of us can honestly say in our lives we have experienced nothing but happiness and joy? Not to say there aren't people who haven't done that. There's obviously a Gold Lantern in DC, but it's next to it's not next to impossible, but it's a difficult thing to say you have achieved. So yeah, no, none of us have, very few of us have actually ever experienced truly just straight on happiness and joy all our lives. And Skeletor certainly hasn't. Shame I did consider. Shame, which is again what is believed to power the ultraviolet. Shame is one of those ones where there's definitely things he's probably ashamed. Like he's constantly ashamed that he keeps losing to He-Man, but I don't think it's something that governs him really. So I wouldn't qualify him for shame. Obviously, he's not a White Lantern. We can just get that out of the way right now. Death? I mean, he has a Grim Reaper-esque motif to him, but does that really qualify him for death? Yeah, he's also taken a lot of lives. I really wouldn't qualify him for death. At least, let me put it this way. It's not one of the top 3. It's not one of the ones where he could qualify. At least not strongly. There's aspects of his identity, personality that could qualify him, I think, but it's not something where I think it's a given. He's also not Hope, unless you consider him being like, I believe one day I shall beat He-Man. I hold hope in my heart for that. Oh, a blue lantern ring. It goes well with my skin. No. So no, I don't think he's a Blue Lantern. However, there are 3 I think he could qualify, like 3 major ones. In fact, actually, I should probably bring up another one real quick here because I didn't even consider this, but yeah, he kind of lacks the emotional capabilities for this. So this does mean he could be a qualifier for this and probably a good candidate. What was it? DC. Because I have these listed under DC Fear, DC Will, all these. That way I can find it easy. Compassion. Let's start with Compassion. Because I also completely forgot to put Compassion on here. And yeah, Compassion probably is a really good option because this man has no compassion. He will show mercy, but that's just because it's him lording his power. And it's usually over his henchmen who are afraid of him. So, yeah, Compassion could easily be the number one, like the number 1. Real quick, love doesn't work. Nothing he does is out of love. Green could work. Overcoming great fear and having great willpower. He does that. At the same time, though, he has been a little cowardly in the past, but that just kind of rebuffs the statement that he's overcome great fear. Beyond that, as I said, his henchmen are usually pretty afraid of him, and he does garner a lot of respect and fear, so I would say yellow is possible. Rage is weird. I thought about rage, but the type of rage that qualifies you just to, you either need to be, it just needs to be unbridled. Like Hulk and Wolverine very much qualify for rage, despite it not being a rage driven by revenge. That's usually the type of rage that you need to qualify as like the rage of revenge. But other rages can work too. The problem is, I feel like other emotional spectrums dominate him over revenge. So I don't think revenge works here. But still, it's not impossible. I put it more in the black category where it's possible but lesser. So you have compassion as right now as most is likely candidate, but honestly, I think he's an avarice lantern. Skeletor just is power hungry. He craves power. He craves to subjugate He-Man and all of Eternia. He will never be satisfied. Like, if he gets his power, he will just go on and get more power. That's who he is. And I think that is what avarice is to a T. We're just never satisfied. And yeah, so it really just comes down to compassion and the Orange Lantern Corps. And between them, I'd probably lean more towards avarice. The fact that he's at least willing to show mercy occasionally, even if it is through it, not because of compassion, but because of his own ego being like, yes, I dominate you, yes, but I am benevolent, even though I'm not really. That still is like the minute level of humanity still there. So, yeah, I would probably lean towards avarice, but I'd probably immediately go compassion. Then I would, after that, between yellow and green, I guess I'd go yellow after that. Then I'd probably go green. And then of the remaining ones, I would definitely go red. Then I'd go black. Of the 4 remaining ones left, so gold and white are pretty much tied because there's no way he qualifies for white. And he just can't qualify for gold. So they're kind of tied. I guess life has this, like, the 0.01% better chance because he is a living being. So there you go. Then I'd probably go, then right this third to last, I guess, is hope. And then shame would probably follow after death, I'd imagine. So that's my thoughts on what Lantern Corps Skeletor belongs in. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you agree, disagree? What Lantern Corps do you think he belongs in if you think I'm wrong? Or if you think I'm right, do you agree with that? Let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.